What was your first contact with Superman growing up in Israel? How much of a fan were you before you were cast?
I think I had a date, a very early day, like a bunch of kids going to the cinema, but it was a date. And so that's how I remember it. I remember it as being a very exciting movie. I didn't remember a lot of it when I came back into this movie. When I got the phone call to just come and meet with Zach, it was very surprising. I was not prepared for it. He gave me the script and I read it. And I read it clean. I just had the very clean time with it and could look at what they've done and what their adaptation. And then I went back and looked at all the other writings and stories and movies and thought they did a very interesting job. They adapted it into today, and I thought they did something very interesting and modern.
And how imaginative did you think Krypton was? I mean, I was blown away by the look of it and the costumes as well.
I was blown away. I even thought of stealing one costume. It was impossible. It was so heavy you couldn't take it in your suitcase anyways. Krypton's was done in... They made caves. It was real. It wasn't green screen. It was mostly real. A lot of it was. So it was dark and brown, and you walked into those tunnels. It felt like you're going into some like big animal's stomach, and the clothes were really heavy and lots of layers. So it was part of this whole dying, decaying world.
And you play Lara, Superman's mother. How does she feel about sending her only son to Earth? And actually, she selects the planet Earth, doesn't she, for him, I think?
Yes, I don't think she knows what she's doing. I think she's like working out of extreme. I mean, she did look at the planet. She decided that that's the only place. But I think emotionally, she's at the point where she doesn't know exactly if that's the right thing to do. She has a change of heart and a painful one.
And most of your scenes are with Russell Crowe. What can you tell us about working with him as a scene partner?
He's fantastic. He's really great. He's an actor. He's not just a superstar that comes to set and, he does his work, and it really pays off when you work with him. It's like a really good tennis play. He's giving you a line, you're giving him a line. It's like he's also very, very sweet. He was, I was looking at him and I was thinking what makes him so special. And I think one of the things I realized when I was working with him one-on-one is that he has tremendous voice. And so on film you think, okay, that's a voice everybody has, but in life his voice is the same, so that gives him a lot of...
It's very captivating when you're just listening to him, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. Very captivating.
And how about Michael Shannon, who plays Zod? I really liked Lara's defiance against Zod. Did you admire that sort of aspect of her character? And can you tell us about working with him?
I did. I liked how suddenly, from this world where there's no choices to be made, because Krypton is a world where there's no choice. These people or entities suddenly make choices and make their own opinion because everything is crumbling down. And so suddenly this woman who followed a certain path suddenly gives birth to a child in a world where there's no birth, natural birth, and suddenly she needs to make a decision where to send her child, and she does that. And then she needs to make a decision if to actually do it in her own hands. So there's many choices to do, and one of them is her confrontation with Zod.
Well, I'm hoping that one day there might be a Krypton prequel. I think there's definitely enough material there. Ayelet Zora, thanks very much.
Thanks.
Thanks.